I want to bring in Roseann Lake for more about being LGBT in China. She's a journalist and program editor at The Economist. She's also coming out with a book about the social and economic strength of China's women. Roseann, when you see the popularity of transgender TV host and dancer Jin Xing, does it show that Chinese society is becoming more accepting of the LGBT community?
Well, I would like to think so, but unfortunately you have to consider Jin Xing's past. She was a very prominent dancer in the Chinese army, so she had already a very prominent history before she chose to become a woman. And so that almost gives her a pass that other ordinary people don't necessarily get when it comes to being forward with what they feel is their true identity.
So when it comes to coming out in China, do more people wait longer to come out, say, than in other countries, or do they simply stay in the closet? Talk to us about the societal and the family pressures in China.
Well, given China is a bit of a multifaceted place, there are several people who choose to come out to their friends and to their social circles, but maybe not to their families. That's probably the most common pattern that I've sensed. They'll come out to their friends, they'll even be part of LGBT support networks, but when it comes to their family and especially to holidays, they very much behave as if they were looking to marry a member of the opposite sex. And eventually, if that pressure does mount, it is common in China to have what is called a shengn, or a cooperative marriage, in which a gay man might marry a straight woman, either telling her about his sexuality or not, just to sort of keep up appearances and please his parents and show to his family that he is sort of conforming in his societal duty to marry a member of the opposite sex, but then live a very different life on the sidelines.
So what would you say you see more in China, fake marriages or gay marriages?
Definitely more fake marriages than gay marriages at the moment. It's not legal, and it doesn't look like it will be anytime soon, although given the gender imbalance in China, it might not be a bad idea. It would be a rather practical solution to some of the surplus male population that China is certainly currently dealing with.
What cities or regions would you say in China are more tolerant of gays and lesbians? Is it necessarily the larger cities?
My sense is that it is the larger cities, because there you also have more of a nightlife culture that also plays into this. In Beijing or Shanghai, it's very easy to go to gay clubs. They certainly exist and they're open and the government is aware that they're operating. Sometimes if it's a sensitive time, something like the Shanghai gay parade might be shut down. Again, you really have to sort of be careful. It depends on sort of the temperature of what's happening around the city at the time. If big world leaders are coming in, or if it's, for example, around the time of the Lianghui, the big Communist Party reunion in Beijing, things will sort of be more tempered. But otherwise, from a social perspective, the LGBT community is quite vibrant. It's just that when it comes to family, they have to behave somewhat differently.
All right, Roseann Lake, thank you so much for your perspective. Thanks for joining us.